Considering that the fourth season of Superman and Lois is drawing to a close, fans of the DC television program can anticipate that Lex Luthor will undergo a big transformation in the episodes that are still to air. In light of the fact that the Arrowverse is getting closer and closer to its conclusion, the fourth season of Superman and Lois has been preparing the groundwork for one last confrontation between Lex and Clark Kent. Following the events that took place in the 8th episode of the 4th season of Superman and Lois, Lex is on the verge of being on equal footing with Krypton's last son. Michael Cudlitz gave an interview to Screen Rant in which he discussed his opinions on the fact that Lex finally got to wear a replica of his famed Lexosuit from the comics in the 4th season of Superman Lois. This came after the villain got his hands on Steel's battle armor in the most recent episode. Not only did Cudlitz promise that spectators won't have to wait very long to see him in it, but he also detailed what the actual process of wearing it was like, as he expressed the following. Amazingly, it is. You will undoubtedly be able to observe it within the next 2 episodes that follow this one. I can state that with complete assurance. To be honest, it's a lot of fun. It's almost like going back to being a kid of 10 years old and playing out or pretending to be your favorite superhero. You won't be able to move around very readily, which is the best possible way to describe it. There are a lot of restrictions placed on you, and it takes 3 people, including myself, to get you into it. To ensure that everything appears to be in good shape, the 3 of us are putting in a lot of effort to ensure that these components are attached. On the other hand, it is not hefty at all. I have no doubt that Wool Parks would agree with me that it is not something that you would want to wear on a daily basis. On the other hand, when you see it in a movie, you think to yourself, well, if I had to, I would wear it every day. This is like a fantasy that has come true. In light of what Cudlitz has said about his Lex getting to put on a suit, it seems clear that the 4th season of Superman and Lois is taking a different approach to the situation by having him use the armor that John Henry Irons originally wore. However, in the same way that the conclusion of Superman and Lois is intended to differentiate itself from other Superman material, it is not overly surprising that they managed to accomplish the same thing with the Lexosuit in this form. Hearing that Cudlitz, like many other performers, had a great time getting to don the costume is not only entertaining but also fulfilling for those who have been following Superman and Lois for as long as they have. The fact that Superman and Lois has reached a place where they are able to not only include Lex in the series but also give him a significant conclusion like this is astounding in and of itself, despite the fact that the program is currently coming to an end earlier than many people anticipated. In a very short period of time, ever since he joined the cast of Superman and Lois, Cudlitz's character, Lex, has been utilized in a variety of different ways, which makes him the ideal choice for the series' last great evil. Because of this, the anticipation for the actual physical conflict that will be placed between Lex and Superman in these last episodes will be as strong as it already is. It will be fascinating to watch Cudlitz and Tyler Hoechlin having a more traditional clash in these final episodes of Superman Lois Season 4, despite the fact that the viewer has already been treated to a significant fight between Superman and Lex earlier in the season. At the same time, this will be the first time in live action that Lex will really face up against the Man of Steel while wearing his armor, which ought to result in a significant conclusion to the series in and of itself. Despite the fact that there are only 2 episodes left, the finale of Superman and Lois Season 4 marks the end of an era in the Arrowverse.